Hi, welcome back to the games in the original collection. Now I'm going to show you the games right here. You're kind of seeing this all right here. These are actually going to be the games for the Super... Oh my god. I can... Nope. What are you doing? There we go. Games for the Super NES, so let's get to it. Starting out with Cool Spot. Beat it one time, but I need to beat it on hard mode. Hard mode, that is. So, Cool Spot. Based off the animated movie Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Based off on the hit cartoon Bonkers. Next up, Disney's, well, this is a great circus mystery starring Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Based off the movie, the animated movie, Lion King. There you go. Based off the movie, Toy Story. Super NES, super winner, right? Well, top 5 super winners of all. Donkey Kong Country, beat it numerous of times. Game fun as hell, can't go wrong. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Didi's Conquest, another good one, the sequel to it. Beat it. No, actually, this was a how to beat the game. So there you go. Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. F-Zero. Really good racing game. Flintstones, The Treasure of Sierra Madrock. Based off the movie Home Alone for the Super NES. Actually, I prefer this version than the NES, because on this version you go through levels of the house, and then when you go to the basement, you have to fight off like spiders, rats, ghosts. There you go. Based off, again, the movie Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, which the super version, it actually took the pictures from, of course, the sequel with Tim Curry, Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, you name it. Based off, and this is actually one of the worst Super Nintendo games, honestly. Actually, this is based off on the hit TV show Home Improvement, of course, with Tim the Two-Man Taylor. Because this is not the basic home improvement we all know and love. And you want the instruction manual? Because they ain't. Because real men don't need instructions. Unless I'll put it. I don't think so, Tim. Which I need the IS left track for that. Thank you. Gesundheit. Oh my god. Next one. Kid Clown and Crazy Chase. Kirby Superstars. Of course, 8 games in one. A really good game for the Super NES, which there's 8 games. If you beat all of them, you unlock the arena. Really good one. Next up, Kirby's Avalanche. Now this is a basic to a Japanese game called Puyo Puyo. And it's basically it's not quite just like a Mean Bean Machine. There you go. Kirby's Avalanche. It's just basically, it's still Mean Bean, but it's basically it's like Puyo Puyo. Kirby's Dream Course. Really good game. There's courses galore, and if you can actually go in all, you unlock the extra versions, which it could be really tricky to get those hole-in-ones and get gold medals on. Next up, Looney Tunes Speedball or basketball. Take a pick with Looney Tunes characters. Mario is missing. Just basically, it's just like when in the world is Mario? Well, there's your answer right there. Now, that's only the first stack of it. Yes. Folks, there's 2 stacks to that. And I got the second stack right here. Okay, second stack. Mario Paint. A really good Super Nintendo game with Mario Paint. Of course, the Fly game happens to be one of the favorite. Of course. Mario Paint. Lots of fun.
I can't hear you.
You gonna say what?
I had trouble hearing you earlier.
Uh-oh.
Should be
Okay. Next up, Mario's Time Machine. Basically, it says going back through time to retrieve history. It's Mario Time Machine. Next up, Mickey Mania, The Timeless Adventures of Mickey Mouse. In which, that's not too bad. Of course, I'm having troubles in the second level where you have to go through the castle. The Mad Doctor. The Mad Doctor's castle, by the way. Next up, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Good game. Next up, Nickelodeon Guts, based off from Nickelodeon Guts, hit game show. Well, the question is, do you have it? Okay. Next up, based off the movie The Page Master with Macaulay Culkin. Space Invaders. Now this is a pure classic. A pure classic game. One of really good arcade games too, Space Invaders, because in this version you play the original arcade. There's like 4 original arcade of, don't get me wrong, it's either 4 or 5 original arcade cabinets to Space Invaders, and then if you plug in a second player, it'll be Space Invaders versus, which the game will do it. Yeah, lots of fun. Now, Super Mario All-Stars features Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, and the Lost Levels, in which I've beaten 1, the Lost Levels, and 3. If that dog won't shut up, I swear, I'm sorry. It's Super Mario Brothers 2 I haven't beat. The Super version, in which I've actually beat Lost Levels first, on stream by the way, on my Twitch channel. If you've been watching me do some Twitch streams, I actually play the Super versions. The Lost Level was the first I beat that. Then, on the night I did Super Mario Bros. 3, I've also beat that. I also beat the first one, which I'm nearly perfect on that. Ain't no death one. Yeah, 1 kill, and it was on 8-2. Boy, when I got done, I was like a little bit salty because I could have beat it. Oh well. Next up, Super Mario Kart. A really good racing game. The first star of the Mario Kart series, which I've actually collected, Super Mario Kart. Backstory to that is, actually we played this as a rental, and it was only my mom, my brother, and I. We played it like hours in on out playing this game. And so went to Walmart. About, what was it, a couple of days later, they actually got it, and we bought it, and We had to restart everything again, but it's fun. Now, next one, I have the original, and I also have the remade version, and that's on the Switch. I have got the original Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Now, there's another YouTube user we all know, MC Chap. He does gameplay of this every Friday night. Playing Super Mario RPG, the remake version, not the OG version. Backstory to that, because it was my brother who actually played the original version of this. Got all the way to Smithy's castle. He couldn't beat it. And on 2-3 attempts, came close to beating. And then I've been starting to play it, and I even came close like twice to beat. But 2012 was the year. Played it again as an adult, and guess what happened? I finally beat it after all these years. We hold out this game for God knows how long, and we finally beat it. took of a long shot to be that. And oops, I pooed. That game exactly. Next up, this one we all know and love, Super Mario World. Numerous times we love it, we played it, we beaten it. Course is fun. The whole idea is basically to save the princess again. New power-ups, bosses. Yeah, lots of fun. Next up, Super Scope 6. Now this is the Super NES Super Scope 6 image. And this is 6 games. First 6 is in one portion, which is doing the military work for all that, and then the other 3 are from Blasterous. You got Blasterous A, which is you're playing Tetris, but you're blasting the blocks. Mode B is the vertical version. No, is that horizontal or vertical? I forgot which one. Mode B of it, you just connect the blocks. But the last one is the mole game. Whack-a-mole, but instead of you whacking the mole, you're just shooting them off the screen. That one I like. It's a lot of fun. Next up, Tasmania. Tetris and Dr. Mario. Yes. 2 in 1. Tetris and then Dr. Mario. But there's a third game called Mix Match, in which. There we go. In Mix Match, there's Tetris B, in which you have to clear a certain amount of lines you set. Then it's going to Dr. Mario, and then to round it off is Tetris A to the finish. In which I actually prefer Tetris, actually, to Dr. Mario, because Tetris, the whole fitting blocks and whatnot, yeah. That one. And speaking of Tetris, you did hear in the news, Blue Scooty, Blue Scooty, with the numbers, I forgot the numbers of it. He's 13, and he's actually from Oklahoma. He actually beat the Nintendo's Tetris. Not kidding. He actually beat it. The first to ever to beat Tetris. Damn. Small kid. So what happened if you beat the Super version? Oh my god. Now there's something to think about. Well, if you beat the original, you want to beat the Super version? There you go. Next up, Tetris Attack. Really good puzzle game. You just match shapes and whatnot. And all that, and you just go up against other players who got in bounce spells. And if you go up to the mountain, you have to fight off 4. No, you fight off 3. And then the final boss is actually Bowser. So he's really gonna be, yeah. I beat the game. Lots of fun. Next up, Cat and Mouse, Tom and Jerry. Of course, if you go through the first level, it's actually how promoting their new movie, the Tom and Jerry movie. Next up, Wario's Words, another puzzle game. Super version, Yoshi's Cookie, another good one. Oh, yeah. New modes in this, too, by the way, for Yoshi's Cookie. You got the puzzle mode, you got the regular mode, and then you got the 2-player versus, which they really revamped on that. With other Nintendo characters as crowds. Really fun. Next up, Yoshi's Island. This is Super Mario World 2, and this is Yoshi's Island. Really good game. And finally, Yoshi's Safari. And in this, you just go through. There's six levels. What's it for? You go through different levels to collect emeralds, and then you have to again fight off Bowser. while riding on Yoshi. Okay, so the quite odd about the Super Nintendo in my original collection, that is, and that's 40 of them, by the way, not once on the Super version, and this is true. Well, actually, all but one. Not once I have got the actual game show game in the Super NES list. Well, I'm not actually counting Nickelodeon Guts, because I know Guts is a sports show, which that's what we got. But the oddity to the Super NES is I do not own a single game show game in the original Super NES collection, which is oddly enough. Put it that way. Sad? I don't know. But if you actually do look of going back through of this video, a few couple hard hitters, like again I'll mention Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario World. Two of the hard hitters for the Super NES I've actually got, and actually they're both beaten. Odd? No. But what's actually when I say what's even odder is I don't have a single game show game for the NES in the original collection. But that's not until now when you actually seen the actual collection, which I've actually got. Not the original. Over the time I build up from here, from these, all the way up, and when I go through the Games for Game collection again, for this year, there will be games for the Super NES, and you'll probably see those. But anyways, that's the NES for ya. I mean the SNES for ya. 40 games in the original collection. Next up, the N64.